y'all, so welcome back to my channel. And in today's video we are gonna do an, I don't want to really call this like a series, but I feel like I got extremely high feedback and a lot of engagement to like my whole story time of my labor and delivery experience. And I know a lot of you guys want like a follow-up of just how it and what it was like. So I'm gonna do this kind of like, I might do a two-part video basically. So I'm gonna do the first video and I'm gonna tell y'all all about how it was when I was 18 and pregnant. Okay, so it's basically gonna be kind of like a two-part video because I'm gonna tell y'all the first part about me being 18 and pregnant, and I'm gonna give y'all the second part of how basically I had 2 kids under the age of 2 at 20. So let's just get right into this and I'm gonna give y'all all the tea and just everything y'all wanted to know. So long story short, I had got pregnant with my first son when I was about 18 years old. Well, no, I was 18 years old. And it's so crazy because I remember this like yesterday. Now I don't remember how I told my mom. I know I definitely had my cousin tell my mom for me, so that part is like kind of a blur, but definitely I got pregnant at 18. It was like the winter or some shit. It was like something like that. And I don't really want to go too in depth with my whole children father and that whole shebang because, you know, I'm not that type of person and I'm not really about that. So we're gonna just leave that where it's at. But at the time, I know for sure we was just like not together. We were not together at all. And I remember me like on some, I'm gonna have my baby, I'm gonna do this by myself, I'm gonna be alone type of thing. You know, I was cool with that because I knew, fuck it, I'm about to have a kid. Like, it is what it is. We really not together, but you know, I'm gonna still have my kid. This is a blessing from God. I don't want to take away from that, whatever. So boom, at the time, I'm gonna tell you about my job experience. So at the time I did have a job. I was working for, I want to say I was working for Zara first, and I completely quit after one day. Like, Zara was just not for me. It was not in my cards. I quit after one day, and I had got like a little job at the Gap. I was working at the Gap, and like the Gap's men's store, and it was fake deep too. That's the crazy part. Like, the job was literally like not too far from Soho, if I'm mistaken. So it was there, and I was doing that for a minute, and then I feel like around the time I found out I was pregnant, like, I was like, oh no, fuck this, I cannot be working, I can't do this. I don't even know who the hell I thought I was. Like, I'm not working. I will say this, one thing I will definitely say, and I have to admit, really thank God for my mom. Like, my mom really held it down. Like, she held it down. She helped me out so much. So my mom basically held it all the way down for me. She really looked out because I was not working. Like, I just completely stopped working. I couldn't do it at all. I just felt like it wasn't for me. Like I said, this was my first pregnancy, so I really honestly just did not know better. A lot of my pregnancy, I remember this, I was really always in the house, to be honest. I was always in the house. I was really small. Sorry, I'm like congested. I was really small. I carried extremely small. I didn't really show until I was like maybe 6.5, 7 months. And yeah, I was just really fortunate to be able to stay home. My mom helped me out. My mom gave me money. My mom basically did pretty much everything for me, to be honest. It was almost as if this was like her baby type of thing because I just didn't have anything. So I will say that my story, I think, is definitely different from a lot of young mothers. Just because I did have a mom who was young, and I feel like maybe it could have been a little different, to be honest, just because my mom had a kid young. She had me young, so you know. So I was very grateful for my mom. My mom helps me out with everything. And yeah, I feel like me and my children father, we didn't get back together, to be honest with y'all, until almost about the time that the baby was getting ready to come. So like very later on in the pregnancy, then we got like back together, tried to make it work, you know, figure out like, oh shit, we're about to have a baby. We're about to bring in a whole child. This is our first child. And yeah, we're gonna bring it into the world. So that was that. What else can I say? Let's maybe fast forward. So I told you guys all about my labor and delivery experience. I'm gonna tell you guys about just how it was having a baby on my end. Definitely, if you are pregnant right now and you're young, I will say the biggest thing that you will see, you're gonna really see who's really there for you, who's your real friends and who's not really your real friends. I feel like a lot of my friends at the time, because I'm the type of person who keeps my circle extremely small, so a lot of my friends like are still around. I think I'm only not friends with like 2 of the girls, and one of them we just recently stopped being friends, so that's like a whole different story. But out of them, maybe one girl, like we really just don't fuck with each other. I don't think we could ever be friends ever again type of vibe. But for the most part, when my girls was there, like I said, my circle is really small. I hang out with more so my family. I'm really the type of person, I don't befriend everybody, to be honest. I don't befriend everybody. I'm a little bit more guarded. So yeah, so the whole friendship losing thing, I really didn't experience that. But I will say you will lose a lot of friends, especially if you're younger, while everybody's going out partying, having a good time. Unfortunately, you are going to be home. I remember that time, because I had my son in the summertime, so we were like leading up to before the summertime. I remember people going out, people posting stuff. That's when Instagram was starting to become a little big of a thing, but it wasn't like crazy. But I remember people posting stuff, and like, yo, I was dead in the house. I was dead in the house, just eating, basically eating, spending time with my grandparents and just my family and my siblings. That's what I did a lot. So it is a lot different. You still lose a lot of friends. Having a young child or newborn and you don't know anything is such a shock. It's such a shock. But I'm thankful at that time I had so much help from literally everybody. Like, I had a lot of help. I had help in my house, so you know, sometimes I did get a break to just kind of like breathe. My children's grandmother, she does, not my mom, but like their dad's mom, she did help me tremendously, and I will thank her for that, because she helped me so much. Like, I don't know how the hell I would do it. Literally, she kept the baby alive. Me being young and stupid, I wanted to go out. Like, literally, once I got my body skinny, I was like, oh fuck this, I feel good, I'm going out. So I went out, and I'll never forget this night. I went out. If I find a picture, I'm gonna insert the picture. It was like literally, no, this is a different night, but I'll probably still insert this picture just to give you guys an idea of how much weight. Like, I lost almost all of my weight probably a week after I had my son. I went down, I lost a lot of weight, and I went out, and I will never forget it. I wore heels and everything. I don't even know where I went. I remember just being in so much pain after a while. Like, I'm like, oh fuck no, I gotta go home. Like, I need to be recovering. Like, yo, you literally just had a whole kid, a whole life, and it's just so crazy, y'all. When you're young, you just don't think of common sense. Like, I don't even know what the fuck would make me want to go out. I was just like dying to just get out the house. Being in the house for like 9 months was a lot. So yeah, I did do that. I did go out and just come back home because it didn't work out. But yeah, so I had a lot of help. That was a plus. Eventually though, I will fast forward because I don't want y'all to think like I didn't do nothing, I didn't get a job. No, I did get a job. Eventually, once my son was about 6 months, that's when I first started working for the job that I currently have now. I still been with the same company, and I started working there, and that's when I started like making money, becoming more responsible, just like taking care of things I need to take care of. It's like, okay, you have a mouth to feed, you are an adult now. But I'll definitely say, like, it's not easy, y'all. It's not easy. I think it's one of those things, like, children are a blessing, but definitely if you can wait, I would say probably wait. Make sure the person you with is somebody who you want to be with 100 and 1,000%, or you can see yourself long-term being together. In my situation, my children's father, he helps me a lot, honestly. He does help out a lot. His family is supportive, they help. So it wasn't that much of a lose-lose. But I know a lot of people's story is not like how my story is. They don't have a lot of help, and they are not able to have somebody to do a lot of the things they want to do, or keep the kids on the weekend, or whatever it is they need to do. At that time, my son, we were able to keep him home with family and have somebody watch him while I went to work. So it wasn't like I was really, you know, had to do the daycare and stuff. No, I didn't do that. I didn't put my kids in daycare until my son was like 3, and I think my youngest was maybe 2. So they didn't go to daycare for quite some time. What else can I remember? I know with my first son, I definitely did WIC. You know, it's like a government assistance program. They help you get milk and stuff. I did WIC, but I will say with my second son, I did not do WIC. So if I do a part 2 of my second son, I would definitely like insert and give y'all like basically a breakdown of everything I did with him, which was like kind of completely different. And I probably will, if I get enough likes or comments, I'll definitely share what it was like having my second son, because child, it was just a completely different ball game. So I will say that. But yeah, I did get a job, and I started working to take care of my son and stuff, and myself, of course. What else? Oh, my shower now. I did at my shower, because I don't think I really went in depth in my other video. I did have a baby shower with my first son. Like I said, when I do the second video, I'll tell y'all a little bit more. I did not have a baby shower with my second son, but my first son, I had a baby shower. I had a shit ton of gifts. I had so much stuff. Literally, I didn't have to buy stuff for months. Pampers upon pampers upon pampers. I got a stroller. I got basically everything I would need. I got at that baby shower. So I was pretty much set to not need anything. So I was super grateful for that, to have the baby shower. I would say that's like one of the things I think in pregnancy that everybody looks forward to, is honestly the baby shower. If you do have a baby shower, a lot of people look forward to that. Having my baby shower was extremely stressful because it was just so much nonsense, which I'm gonna definitely do a story time on my baby shower. So I'm not even gonna go into that, because I'm gonna do a whole story time and I'm gonna tell y'all what it was like in the whole shebang. So yes, that is good. But for the most part, I will say I've always knew, like, it's so crazy. When I was younger, I would always say my first child, I knew it was going to be a boy. I don't know why. I just always knew I would have a son. I felt like I was so girly that, you know, God needed to give me a son to kind of like roughen me up and toughen me up. So it's so just crazy full circle how I had a son and just how everything goes about. But I will say, for all the young moms, you can get through it. It is definitely... it's something that many people go through, and I feel like a lot of people don't talk about teen pregnancy, and I'm not glorifying it at all, because it's not a glamorous life, but it's just such a part of life. And I feel like one thing with me that I used to do all the time, after a while, like my first son, you know, I really wasn't like embarrassed, but I think when I had my second son, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I used to be a little bit embarrassed to say like, yo, I have 2 kids and I was so young. But honestly, I'm happy I have my 2 boys. My 2 boys are amazing. They're the best thing that ever happened to me. They push me hard. They are my motivation. And I know so many girls who can relate to this. Like, yo, it's life. It's what happens. People are going to have sex. And hopefully, you know, you guys protect yourself so you don't have to struggle and go through things. Or you may not struggle. Like, everybody's story is so different. What may happen to me may not happen to you. Everybody's story is completely different. And you can do it. And I'm sorry guys if I sound congested, but for some reason out of nowhere my nose is congested. I have no clue why, and it's super annoying. But that is really gonna be it. I know this was like a little bit all over the place because I really did not plan to sit here and just even talk about this, but I really did want to share just a little bit of my experience of what it was like and what I went through. Like I said, it wasn't too crazy. I definitely still lived at home with my mom. We were able to just, you know, go on with life and take care of my son, give him a great home. He's 6 years old now. No, he's 6 years old. My little one is 6 years old. I'm sorry. He's 7 actually now. And it's just so crazy. Like, even to this day, I still be like, damn, like, I have a whole kid. Like, I cannot believe I have a kid and he's 7. It feels like, to me, it feels like just yesterday. Like, I literally just had him. But I'm just going to conclude this video right here, and I'm going to end it at that. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you do enjoy this video. And if you enjoy, like, just kind of like my journey and hearing little pieces of me, of what I went through and what happened, mommy content, I definitely got you guys. I don't want to do just literally all makeup. I want to be definitely on my channel. I want it to be a little bit of everything. So I'm so happy that you guys stay with me if you were listening to the video and you enjoy. And stay tuned for part 2. And I'm going to tell you how it was like having 2 children under the age of 2 at 20. Y'all, your girl was like, I don't even know. I can't explain it. But okay, I'm going to see you guys in the next video. And later, mamas, stay safe and stay blessed.
High fashion, like Goya, G-Wagon, or the Rover. I put some ice on you.